Okay, I'm gonna start clapping. I'm gonna start clapping. That's what I do.
All
No,
right.
that's what I do. Okay, good morning, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Uh, Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? With our co-host City J and Miss Miko here. We have a special interview. We do our weekly interviews, and this week, uh, have a special gentleman that we are interviewing today. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna give you the pleasure, sir, of introducing yourself to my listeners. Go ahead, brother.
Good morning. How y'all doing? My name is Kamell Ellis from One World Fest Global and the Ultimate Soul Escape.
Well, let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Ellis, Mr. Kamell Ellis, man, I appreciate you. It's an honor you being on our show this morning. We truly appreciate you. We are super excited to have you this morning on this glorious Friday morning. We appreciate you. Now, uh,
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here.
I know that our common bond is Ultimate Soul Escape, and we're gonna get into that in a minute.
You
Uh,
better.
we're gonna talk about Ultimate Soul Escape. We're gonna talk about Jamaica 2024, jamming in Jamaica.
For
Uh,
sure.
and we're so excited about that. But I want to ask you the first question here.
All right.
Where are you from, brother?
From St. Croix, Virgin Islands, man. Born, raised here in New York City, Queens, New York, Southside Jamaica, Queens. Southside, we outside, as they like to say. And I've been here all that time, man. Mom's is from Georgia, though. Pops and the other part of the family is from St. Croix, Christiansted.
And listen, I could hear that Queen swag all in you.
Right.
I could hear that. I could hear that LL Cool J. Uh, Queens is the home of the light skinned brothers. So let's clap for that.
Ah, man, stop that. Stop that, brother.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
unfortunately, unfortunately for Queens, I'm from the Bronx, New York, and you
Right.
know, KRS-One, we shut y'all down a few generations ago. And
He
listen,
tried. He tried real hard. It's damn near successful.
and
Respect to
so
the BS.
we both New Yorkers,
Absolutely.
and like you and like myself, I think we're proud to be from New York.
Absolutely.
Growing up in Queens, tell us your story, man. Tell us how it was growing up in Queens, New York, brother.
I mean, it was cool, man. I did growing up in Queens. There was the balance of kind of like suburban life and urban life to the extent I like to call Queens a bunch of really nice neighborhoods and a bunch of buck wild boulevards, man. So you could be up on the boulevard, any boulevard in Queens, Merrick Boulevard, Linden Boulevard, Hollis Avenue, Francis Lewis Boulevard, Sufton Boulevard, you know what I mean, Liberty Avenue, so forth and so on, and get into a whole lot of trouble, man. But then when you fall back off those avenues, man, there's homes with manicured lawns and all that stuff, and you can fall back and chill in your basement when things got a little hot up on the boulevard for a little while. You might have to chill up in the crib for a minute, man. But so it was a very interesting upbringing living in Queens, man. My mom was a teacher, taught in New York City schools and the daycare centers for 38 years. So me and my brother came up under, an educator, man. It was an interesting time.
Well, God bless your mother, and it's weird. Like I'm from the Bronx, New York. We had my uncle and my aunt. They lived in Queens, and
Mm.
I can't remember what part of Queens they lived, but it was over there by JFK Airport, and they had this house, and
Okay,
uh,
not too far
and it
from
was
me.
like, and from the Bronx, it was like we was going on vacation when we would go to we would go to Queens, and they had this little yard, and I was like, wow, everybody in Queens got like everybody works for the post office in Queens, like
Yeah, yeah.
they
A
work for
lot,
the
a lot
post
of
office,
middle
and then they
class
got these
there, blue collar.
yeah, yeah, they got these houses, and they live so well out here. But Queens
Right.
definitely represents, and New York represents, and God bless you. Now, you and I met, thank God, through Leslie, CEO Leslie, Ultimate Soul Escape.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's one of the blessings about Ultimate Soul Escape. You meet so many beautiful people that
Right.
have this one common bond, and that's to uh, have a great customer experience for the people who support and spend their money to go to Ultimate Soul Escape.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this question.
Hmm.
How did you get involved before I ask about Ultimate Soul Escape? How did you get involved in promoting and educating? How did that work out for you?
And promotions. That kind of came when I was doing some stuff in the music business back in the '90s. Man, I had started. My brother had a little rap group, and he asked me to manage them. I didn't know anything about the music business, so I sought out some brothers who did. Turned out, and that was only because I used to hear them getting shouted out on Big Daddy Kane records, and just like brothers named Melquan and Shabazz. So I got down with those brothers at the time. They was managing RZA and Jizza, who were going to form Wu Tang, and I learned about the music business through them. And so I started doing showcases in the city, doing my own showcases and everything. And that was really just to attract the A&Rs who I couldn't get on the phone when I was calling it with my little group, trying to get the A&Rs on the phone. So what I figured I'd do is put together showcases, and I'd have them come down and be judges at my showcases, and I played to their egos. And they did that, and then that's how I was able to form relationships with a lot of cats at the record company because I had them come down and do my showcases. And so later on, just doing a lot of different things as it pertains to marketing and promotions in the record business, and started my own marketing company. I had Warner Brothers, Sony Music, Universal, a couple of them that would hire us, and it just rolled on from there.
Yeah, wow, what an interesting story. Excuse my dog barking. What an interesting story. You see how your brother has this rap group, and you're the manager, and all of a sudden you're like thrust into it. You're like, okay,
Absolutely,
and then
absolutely.
It builds this relationship, and it builds this career, and it's weird. It's a blessing when you put yourself out there,
Right.
because you never know who you meet in the universe.
Absolutely.
You meet
Absolutely.
great people that can guide you, and not only that, you meet people where you say, you know what, I can't mess with you no more.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that, but you also meet some great folks along the way. True story. Um, um, Even though I had certain degrees of measured success back then, I got to meet some great people. And so years later, as I'm doing the Ultimate Soul Escape trip with Leslie, as a matter of fact, last year when we had Major Hype and those guys, and all you guys, you performing down in Antigua, I had a brother who I knew from back then. We worked together in the music business, and he saw a post with my name in it, reference to Ultimate Soul Escape. His name is Dan Tanner. Turns out he's now managing Ed Lover. So when he saw my name in the post, he reached out to me like, yo, bro, Kamell, what's up? You down with that Ultimate Soul Escape thing? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, what's up with Ed and us getting down and rocking with y'all, man? And I hadn't spoken to him in a minute. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, let's talk. And we talked, and even though they couldn't make it last year to Antigua, we ended up working with them this year in Panama. And so those relationships, to your point, end up being very valuable still, especially when they were, with good peoples back then. There's still good peoples doing their thing now, man. It's a blessing.
Yeah, it is truly a blessing when there is an event or individual that connects, or the universe that connects folks together from back in the past, that had good relationships with each other. So that's definitely a blessing. Kamell, how long have you been involved with Ultimate Soul Escape? Listen, we got Ultimate Soul Escape jamming in Jamaica, 2024. We are super excited about the promotions with this event. We're super excited about, again, gathering and having a great time, great vibes with great people.
No doubt.
When did you get down? When did that relationship start with Ultimate Soul Escape with you?
Well, I had known Leslie for some years. Both of us knew each other through the advertising industry because she was working for Young and Rubicam for a while, and I had my own agency back in the mid 2000s. I had an agency, and we were doing some stuff together. And then when I put together my organization, One World Fest Global, the nonprofit organization, I asked Leslie to be on our board of directors, and she accepted, which was a blessing for me because she's such a great person, so resourceful and so giving. To have someone like her on our board of directors at One World Fest Global it's just been a blessing since day one. And she's been down with the organization since we launched in 2017, and we have been talking about. Because our organization is about bringing people together of different cultures and races and nationalities to form bonds and come to get to know each other. It's a human rights and educational endeavor. And we have been talking about doing some educational international trips, taking folks to Africa and Israel and Asia and South America and so forth and so on. And Leslie said to me, that's cool. And if you want to do that with the organization, need to get down with what I'm doing with this Ultimate Soul Escape thing. We're doing international trips to the Caribbean and taking a couple of hundred people at a time to the Jamaicas, to the Costa Ricas, to the Panamas, and so forth and so on. And I didn't get a chance to go because she was been doing this now. This is year number 11. I don't think so, but I guess that was for me year number 8 or 9 when we did Costa Rica back in 2021. That was my first opportunity to actually go and travel with the Ultimate Soul Escape trip, and I was like, yo, it was dope. We had a ball in Costa Rica, man, as you well know, and turned that thing out. It was really nice, and I was really impressed with the Ultimate Soul Escape team, the Jacobs Agency team, and the way they handled everything in a very organized manner, getting 450 something people in and out of Costa Rica, really during a strong part of the pandemic, or toward the tail end of the pandemic, that July 2021 trip. And so I was really impressed with the way they handled everything. It was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's partner the organization with what you're doing and see if we can do something, since we're going to bring a nonprofit in that impacts the community. And what we came up with an idea was to do a school supplies drive. And so when we went to Antigua the next year, that's when we did our first school supplies drive in Antigua, and that was a bomb, brother. It was a bomb.
Yeah, that was definitely impressive, man. And when I saw that you and your organization, the Ultimate Soul Escape, have partnered into the backpack giveaway, that was really something that I really keyed into, and I just thought that was something that not only it was a selfless act, also done with business, but it helped the community. So I appreciate you. And wait, let's backtrack. The One World Fest Global. Tell us what that's about one more time, brother.
Yeah, no, that's a nonprofit, 501c3 nonprofit based right here in Jamaica, Queens. Really born out of the fact that I traveled the country with my man Shabazz when I was trying to break into the music business again. He had his clothing line that he started up on 125th Street, and he got an opportunity to do Black Expo. I traveled the country. We drove the country doing Black Expo, city to city on the weekends, and then we did some stuff with the Kwanzaa Holiday Expo. That was taking place at the Javits Center. They had asked us to come in there and put together some events that were going to appeal to a younger demographic at the Kwanzaa Holiday Expo. And we did that. And because we had traveled with Black Expo and did some work with Kwanzaa Holiday Expo, we got to see the back office operations of how it was to run a big exposition like that went from city to city in a big major venues. And so we thought to ourselves that we could do that.
Yes.
And we said, let's put together our own festival, Shabazz and I. And but we thought that the Kwanzaa Expo was great, but it was just a niche festival only because certain Black people celebrate Kwanzaa, including myself, right? Yeah. But we thought that the principles of Kwanzaa were universal principles, right? You got faith, purpose, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, creativity, and purpose, unity, right? And so the 7, they call them the Nguzo Saba, or the 7 principles, right? And we said those principles are universal principles. So when we do our festival, we'll apply those universal principles to our festival, and we'll call it the One World Fest, where we can bring everybody together under those universal principles. And then we didn't do anything with it. I just sat for like 5 years, bro. And then finally, something in my spirit moved me to to start putting that together in like 2015. And I said, it's time to put together this organization and bring people together. And I'm going to start working on that and putting together a board of directors, and that's why I call Leslie and sister Lisa Ray, and she's down with us, and my man Ruel and Keisha. There's some great people, and we finally launched in 2017. And before we did the first festival, we wanted to get on the ground doing work in the community, servicing communities that we had hoped to attract to the festival, such that the festival would be an outgrowth of the work we did on the ground in the communities. And that's what we setting out doing for the first couple of years of the organization.
Well, that's incredible, and you're doing great work. And again, it's like birds of a feather flock together. You have great people around you, and then the whole situation becomes great. And that's what this is all about. And we truly appreciate you and all the support that you do in the community and throughout the country and literally around the world. Okay, listen, we got jamming in Jamaica, July 31st through the through August the 4th,
Right.
2024. You could go to
Right.
ultimatesoulascape.com,
Right.
also 833 Escape 2, and RSVP now. Just
Right.
register right now for Ultimate Soul Escape. We're going to all be in the building, and we are
Right.
super excited.
Right.
What is it about Ultimate Soul Escape that keeps you coming back each and every year,
It's man, it's the
Kamell?
people, bro. It's the people. It's the whole vibration of the people on the trip, man. Ever since I first touched down, the wife and I, man, our first year with again the Costa Rica in 2021. And we vacation a lot and take our time away, and usually it's just with the family and us or whatever. And she's like, I don't know, these big trips with a bunch of people and blah blah blah. I was like, yo, it's gonna be dope. Let's do this. And when we went, man, the vibe was just so beautiful, man, with all the people, man. You know what I mean? And yourself, man, and brothers keeping it real light, man, through here. And we got to relax a little bit, and kick it and just to vibe, everybody greeting each other as kings and queens, on the trip. And so it became one big embrace within you, just to feel like you're embraced by a family of folks, man, that's happy to be here and happy to be around each other. Who's that It's seriously cool. And so it's just been a blessing to be a part of the whole thing ever since.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's definitely a blessing being a part of Ultimate Soul Escape. The vibe is definitely unbelievable. The
Right.
people that go to Ultimate Soul Escape, it's just a positive energy. It's a positive energy throughout the weekend. You're right.
It's
Costa
real.
Rica 21, in the midst of COVID, we had a great time. Listen, I'll be honest with you, we had such a great time, Costa Rica 21. For those few days, I forgot that COVID was even out there.
Word. Yeah, word. And then the
And
fact that they did such a great job getting us all down there safely and
yeah,
back safely, man. You know what I mean? Even though we had to take a COVID test before we came back to the
yes,
States, and they managed that, man. But I remember when you ripped it on the stage at the All White Affair, bro, you had me dying, man, out in the stands, man. And so I'm always looking forward to your performance every year, bro, when we roll,
yeah.
man. That's real talk. That's real
Well, I
talk.
well, I appreciate you. Ultimate Soul Escape, jamming in Jamaica. The one thing that I love about Ultimate Soul Escape, again, well organized,
Absolutely.
well organized. I love the Ask Me team. We have folks down there. If you've never been on Ultimate Soul Escape, and I'm gonna ask you, Kamell, about this. One of the contributing factors that make Ultimate Soul Escape a successful event is they have, if you've never been to Ultimate Soul Escape, they have an Ask Me team
Right.
where there are these folks that are involved in the event that have T-shirts on, and you can ask them anything about
Right.
what's going on, and they're there to help you immediately.
Right.
Could you share about the Ask Me team for Ultimate Soul Escape?
I mean, like I'm real impressed with them, man. I be trying to work with them when I'm down there because they be having it so together that I be feel like, yeah, I want to be part of that togetherness right there. And like to your point, bro, you can ask them anything. The church say, ask me, and you can ask them anything, and they tell you where you need to go, where you need to be, what time you need to be there. You know what I mean? Or just the direction to your room, because we be going to big sprawling 5-star venues there, man. And so sometimes you just need to know which way to go, man. You ask the Ask Me team and they got you, bro. So it's real fun with them, for real, man. So I be trying to work with them too, man. Help them out.
Yeah, I look at them as rock stars, and then it's very impressive, man.
Absolutely.
Whenever we reach our destination at the chosen resort of that year for Ultimate Soul Escape, there's a champagne reception.
Right.
There are people that literally, when you arrive at the resort, they literally giving you a round of applause and hugging
No
you.
doubt.
And
Yeah,
it's
a great welcome. It's a great welcoming.
It's a great welcome. And after a long trip, sometimes these trips are long.
Yeah.
And once we get there, the moment you arrive there, you forget about the travels that got you there because the turn up is unbelievable.
Right.
Let me, how do you feel about the poolside when we playing music? Because for me,
man.
for me, that's one of the ultimate experiences of Ultimate Soul Escape. It's congregating by the pool. We have our favorite DJs playing music. We're chopping it up. We're talking. We're relaxing. We're getting stunned. Tell me about your experience when the music is playing at the pool, brother.
Now the pool parties are off the chain, man. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing, man. In the beautiful surroundings, 5-star resort, man. Beautiful people, you know what I mean? And beautiful ladies, beautiful brothers, man. You know, it's one of them things, man. There's so many things at the pool. The wife give you a pass and say, "Go ahead, man, and look, man." Nah, it's a lot of fun, brother. A lot of beautiful things going on down there, man. You know what I mean? And it's always a good time, man. You know, with the team down there, bro. We have a lot of time, man. You know, with the music and the, you know, and the folks down there, man. You know, getting our vacation on.
This is the one thing that I really do appreciate about Ultimate Soul Escape, and they take in consideration the whole team. The one thing that I do appreciate about them is the fact that we do understand that folks save up their money, Kamell, throughout the year.
That's true.
There's easy payment plans for Ultimate Soul Escape.
It's true.
Where it's designed to where you make your monthly payments. I mean, some people could just write a check or just pay for it.
Some cats like yourself, y'all got it like that, man. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't got to do no payment plan like us, you know, more tempered cats. What I do, man. Some of you cats can just write that one check, but yeah, they do provide some degree of affordability to us, you know?
Right. So for the 1% that could write the check, God bless you.
Right.
Now, for the others who have the payment plans are so comfortable, the automation system with Ultimate Soul Escape makes it so easy to navigate through your payment. But if you do have a challenge, you can call and they will solve your problems immediately, because God knows there's been times where I had challenges with payments on Ultimate Soul Escape, picked up the phone, text, email, solve the problem immediately. And I want to say this, and I want to hear your thoughts. You know, the one thing about Ultimate Soul Escape, like again, I was about to say, is the fact that they do respect the working class folks that earn their money each and every year, because this is really the one time that folks have their vacation.
Right.
This is it.
No doubt.
And for them to take their vacation time and spend it with us at Ultimate Soul Escape means so much to us. So when you make your deposit and you make that decision to go to Ultimate Soul Escape, know that there's a team of folks that respect your hard-earned money for you to have a good time. What's your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. No, man, the customer service game is up, man. Like I said, I've always been impressed with the way Leslie and the Jacobs Agency team, man, Shah, Disa, all the young ladies over there, man, have handled themselves with a plume when it comes to customer service. Because if you're spending your money with folks, you want to know that if you got a question or any concerns, you can air them out and get an answer with a quick turnaround, you know. And though we go to 5-star resorts, man, and the trips are not necessarily cheap, but they are well valued for what you're going to be getting. And so with the payment plan situation being in place, it definitely makes it more of a palatable situation to be able to stretch that money out over a couple of months, my brother. And it seems to work, man, because she's been doing it 11 years, Leslie, and folks, man, we keep coming back, man. So they doing something right over there. They cooking some chicken right, brother.
And you're right. Shout out to Disa and Shai and all the folks behind the scenes as well at Ultimate Soul Escape. And you are absolutely right. Payment plans are so flexible at Ultimate Soul Escape. You can fly to our next destination, land, and come out your pocket with that extra money to pay for your trip.
Yeah, for real. It's like that, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm in. I'm all in. At this point, we're trying to get other folks to be all in with us too.
It's a great look when folks travel to Ultimate Soul Escape. Ultimate Soul Escape, we have our theme parties, guys. You know, you will be aware and notified of the themes way before you get to our destinations. Our themes are so creative at Ultimate Soul Escape. And when we was in Antigua a few years back, we literally had a parade.
Yeah.
On the resort. That led outside and came back in for Carnival.
Yeah, no doubt. Because we was down there, it was right around Carnival time in Antigua. And the Carnival was going to be about a week or so, a couple of days after we had been there. We decided to do our own Antigua Carnival theme, man. And the folks turned out, man. And there was a few hundred of us then, and folks was dressed up in the feathers and the outfits, and it was crazy. It looked like real. It was real carnival, man, on the resort, man. So it was dope with the truck and the music and all that, man. So yeah, that was something else to see. That was a sight to see.
Jamming in Jamaica, July 31st through August the 4th, 2024. You could go to ultimatesoulascape.com. You can also call 833-ESCAPE-2 and register now for Ultimate Soul Escape. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Come on now, have a good time. You also, if you want, you can also purchase your flight in the package.
Mm-hmm.
Which give you that option. I mean, you could purchase your own flight if you want. That's fine. But if you want a bundle package, we can provide that to you as well.
One-stop shopping, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
A few years back in Ultimate Soul Escape, let's talk about the entertainment real quick. What comes to mind this year we had Jadakiss perform with Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah, that was a surprise guest. Mr. Cheeks turned up too, man. It was dope.
Mr. Cheeks got on stage, everybody performed. Next thing you know, I see everybody doing the electric slide.
Yeah, he just turned into the next thing, man. For real, man. Kept it hip hop and kept it real down homie.
I felt like I was in a bar somewhere in the Bronx. It was just a good look. And this is the type of atmosphere that we have here at Ultimate Soul Escape. Shout out to Jadakiss, who did his thing as well.
Absolutely.
And the year before, guys, if you've never been to Ultimate Soul Escape, we had Big Daddy Kane.
Yep.
And Greg Nice.
Yep.
And this is what you're paying for. You're paying for a great weekend.
Major hype.
Major hype.
Mm-hmm. Was down there in Antigua with us, yep.
So we bring you get the bang for your buck at Ultimate Soul Escape. Mm-hmm. This is not a corporate situation. That's the one thing I love about Ultimate Soul Escape is it's collective, a business of entrepreneurs that have collectively built this brand that I'm so proud to be involved in. This is not like the corporate where you go online and you book your trip and then that's it. No, this is not what this is. This is literally hands-on, everyday operation. And that's one of the situations that I'm most proud of with Ultimate Soul Escape as well. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, like you said, bro, it's a real family type atmosphere, real family type cipher, man. And those entertainers that the folks usually get to hear just on the radio, like yourself, or seeing y'all from stage while he's sitting out amongst a couple of hundred people. Now, once they do that, once they see you perform, they right there with you and hanging out at the bar and kicking it. And it's you and Shawn Harvey, and we just like vibing, you know what I mean? And so it brings a real closeness to the situation. Now that it's just not like a voice on the radio up on the stage, man. We hanging out with us, man. You seen how much of a good time Mr. Cheeks had, you know what I mean? In last year, he should just floating through the crowd, man, because it was just that kind of thing, man. And so brothers like yourself, man, and great entertainers, man, like you and him, and who folks don't maybe get to vibe with all the time, man, on a real personal level, they get that opportunity at Ultimate Soul Escape, bro. So it's real cool. It's a lot of fun.
Folks, please mark your calendars. Jamming in Jamaica, July 31 through August the 4th, 2024. Ultimate Soul Escape. You can go to ultimatesoulascape.com, or you can call 833-ESCAPE-2 and register now for Ultimate Soul Escape. I see Leslie, CEO, is trying to get into the room. I don't know why she's not there, but we wouldn't be sharing and advocating for Ultimate Soul Escape like this if it wasn't something that's embedded in our experiences and having a good time with Ultimate Soul Escape. This is Ultimate Soul Escape. I'll tell you this, Kamell. If I wasn't involved with Ultimate Soul Escape, it would still be in my vacation plans each and every year.
Yeah, no doubt.
My wife is like, when's the next one? Let's go. I'm like, okay, calm down. We got you.
They be ready now. They be ready. They be ready now, for real. They'll be getting the shopping on, ready to go, for sure.
I tell you one thing, though. before we go, and we want to talk about. Excuse my dog. My dog got to take him out.
You be all right.
I'm making the plea to, if they still out there and they still exist, Kamell, I'm pleading to all the single men on earth.
Please, brothers, please.
Brothers.
A little help,
Kamell
man.
And myself, we're happily married. We're good.
You know what I'm saying?
We're good. We're good.
You know what I'm saying?
But brothers, I'm talking about my single brother. I'm talking about single for real brothers.
Mm-hmm.
This is the type of trip that qualifies for you and your singledom.
That's where y'all need to be at. Absolutely.
My
Please,
single brothers, this is what July 30th. I'm calling out all my single brothers. July 31 to August the 1st, I have something for you.
A gift. We got a gift for you, man. With a single brothers, man. We gonna hook you up, man. I got something for you, man. Come through here. You'll thank me later, man. This'll be all right.
And you know what's interesting about that, Kamell, is the fact that the single brothers that were at Ultimate Soul Escape last year,
right,
and the year before,
right.
Oh, I just want to say this to the single brothers. They had a good time.
Yeah, they had a real good time, man.
Why? Because the quality women that attend Ultimate Soul Escape.
Quality, right.
I'm gonna just keep it real. If you're looking for the wifey type or that girlfriend type, you looking for those good jobs, that's not we don't allow angry black women on Ultimate Soul Escape. We don't do that.
Nah, man. At least not while they're down there. They're all happy as heck, man, which is a beautiful thing to see. Our sisters happy and having a good time, man. It's just a beautiful thing to see, for real.
I make a plea to my single brothers. Join us on July the 31st through August the 4th, jamming in Jamaica. Ultimate Soul Escape, single brothers. Go to ultimatesoulescape.com or call 833-ESCAPE-2 and come on and have a good old time.
And right now you can register for $99, man. $99 will get you on, man. It'll get you on your way to a real great summer, man. To a memorable part of your summer, man, happening next year, bro. It's real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? The sisters is looking for y'all, man.
Yo, the sisters are like, where are they? For $99, brother.
Yeah.
And as a man that's in a relationship, I'm a crusade for you, brothers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For real, man. I tell my friends all the time, come through, man.
We're going to leave you with the last word of Ultimate Soul Escape. You know how, guys that are listening that's never been to Ultimate Soul Escape, please join us. And what we're sharing is actually our experience, strength, and hope with Ultimate Soul Escape. I would love for everyone to participate with us next year. But we're gonna close out with you, Kamell. What's your experience about Ultimate Soul Escape, brother?
No, it's just really the real blessing too is just being a part of an enterprise, man, with some empowered sisters who are running this thing. As I said again, Leslie, Shaw, Disa, Sonia, the whole team over there. They've been doing this for like 11 years now and going strong. Starting off with 48 people, they sent to Jamaica in 2013. Now here we get going to 2024. They averaging at least 500 people per trip. 500 great looking black and brown and white and yellow folks too, man. It's picking up, you know what I mean? Who are in great spirits and looking to go somewhere and have a good time in the sun, man, with some grown folks. And it's real nice. So I would encourage anyone that got that $99 and is ready to lock in for next summer to go ahead and do that, especially y'all brothers, man. As Shawn and I said, you'll thank us later, man. You know what I mean? And the sisters going to thank us too, because they always have a good time regardless of whom or what, man. So come through. It's something to do for sure.
No doubt. Jamming in Jamaica, July 31st through August the 4th in Jamaica. Please, ultimatesoulescape.com or call 833-ESCAPE-2 and register now for $99 and you're in there. We appreciate you, You know what, Kamell, one more last word from you, man. Just let us know where we can find you. Let us know what's going on so we can support your movement, brother.
Oh man, you can find me online at Kamell.Ellis. That's Kamell, K as in Kevin, A, M as in Mary, ELL, Jamel with like Kamell with a K, .Ellis at gmail.com. Or also, of course, Facebook, Kamell.Ellis, Instagram at Kamell Ellis, One World Fest. That's the number one, because we are all in this together and we all got to live in this together. It's only one world, right? We all got to live here together. So that's the number one, World Fest Global. And also at One World Fest. That's on Instagram, that's on Facebook, that's on TikTok. You'll find us on all those platforms, and the number one World Fest .global online. Check out the website when you get a minute too. We on there as well.
Appreciate you so much. It's good to see you. That's Ultimate. It's jamming in Jamaica. Ultimate Soul Escape, July 31st to August the 4th, 2024. You can simply call 833-ESCAPE-2 or go to ultimatesoulescape.com and register for $99 right now. Guys, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's clap, brother. Let's clap. Appreciate you. You guys be safe, and thank you so much for tuning in. We are out. Thank you.